Hey guys, what's up? It's Dragoon here. So I wanted to make a video like this for a little while now, and a couple of you guys had asked me what kind of anime and manga do I collect. Well, over the years, I have amassed a pretty decent collection. It's not the largest in the world, hence relatively only one bookshelf as you can see, but it's something of which that I am pretty proud of. Now, none of this stuff is in any particular order, but let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so on the top shelf we have, we'll just go from left to right for the majority here. We have all of my Naruto manga. I don't have a lot of it. Volume 1, Volume 72, and you can see up on the top is the epilogue manga, The Seventh Hokage and the Scarlet Spring. If I drop these two down, I put behind them all of the others that I own, so they're really, really random actually. I've been recently in the process of trying to collect them all. So we got 2, 3, 6, 7. You can just see what I have and what I don't. So one day I do plan on getting all of them, but that is not of the utmost priority right now. So actually I'll keep this one down just so you can see the stuff that kind of sits behind it. So we have the last Naruto the movie, obviously going along with this. The One Piece Strong World film, High School of the Dead, the complete series, as well as its OVA, Drifters of the Dead, and probably never gonna get any more after that, sadly. That's probably about it. Moving right along, we have the two of the Evangelion movies. I don't have the new one yet, so there's 1.11 and 2.22. I really wish I was able to get this with the slipcover. I don't know, I could never find it, so, or at least not find it for a decent price back when I did purchase it. But I am happy to have both of these. I like these movies. Then right here we have the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movie, The Sacred Star of Milos, followed by the complete series, obviously, and lastly the OVA collection. And then we have right here the two Eden of the East movies. I don't have the series. I don't have the greatest desire to buy it. Maybe one day if it's cheap. It's not like, once again, not really high on my priority list. I bought the movies because the entire series back when I watched Eden of the East, the dub was on Hulu, so the whole thing was on there besides the movies, so I just bought the movies and they were cheap, so there we go. I have the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya here. One Piece Collection 4, a very random one. I only bought it because when I was rewatching One Piece, the voice actress for Chopper was supposed to be at a con near me, and she unfortunately didn't show up. So that part was unfortunate, but I did still watch it along with the rest of what I was going with. Right here we have Death Note, Volume 1 and 2. These ones are some of my favorites because they are signed. I'm not going to pull out the other one, but actually there's a decent amount of this stuff that I've gotten signed over the years, but I won't pull it all out. Then followed by the first live action movie. I never bothered to pick up any of the others, just because they're okay. I don't like them enough to get them all. Baccano, the complete series. This one's really good. Highly recommend that. Welcome to the NHK, another one that's really good. This was a impulse buy, and I'm very glad I did. Gurren Lagann, the complete series, followed by favorites, Code Geass and Code Geass R2. Once again, this is my favorite anime of all time, and of course, I got it signed by Johnny Umbash, who plays Lelouch, who's my favorite character in this series. The newest edition actually here is Free Eternal Summer. This is the, I believe, limited edition box set that it's supposed to look like has water on it, so that's kind of cool. I actually just got that the other day as a gift, so that was really cool. Then right here you can see, obviously, Fairy Tail Ice Trail. If you haven't seen my review of this, I'll put it in the link to the description below. So I put that one right there, just for now. I took off most of my anime figurines from here. I usually keep them up with the manga and the anime itself, but I left the Zelda plush over there for whatever reason. We have two manga here that I picked up when I was living in Japan. This is the first volume of Welcome to the NHK. So I picked these up just for novelty, I guess you could say. This one I picked up for purely the name alone. This is Zombie Bitch Sakina in Bitch Girl. So I thought this one was really funny, and apparently it was published by Square Enix. So yeah, I when I saw that, I was like, all right, I gotta pick that up just because the name is absolutely ridiculous. Second shelf, we have the entirety of Bakuman plus the Japan exclusive. I don't believe it's been released anywhere else. Character book. So I picked that one up as well, of course. This is easily one of my favorite manga series. It's by the same duo who did Death Note, which obviously I love, so I picked this one up and I was hooked instantly. We have Aron High School Host Club, the anime, followed by the entirety of the manga that follows the events of the anime. So because this didn't cover everything, I bought the rest to finish the story up. We have Bleach 55 through, Zelda 65. 66 comes out, I think, like tomorrow. I'll get it eventually, but this is up to everything after the anime. So everything after the anime ends, I picked up the Bleach manga. Coming down to the next shelf, we have the entirety of Soul Eater. This was one that I wanted for a while. I really wanted Soul Eater back in the day. I was really excited for it, so I picked up like the first couple volumes of the manga before the anime came out, and then I eventually picked up the rest of it. So all of that is here. I have a review of volume 25 as well. I'll throw that in the description. Why not? And then here's the entirety of the anime. So the manga, the anime, which one is better? Leave a comment. Let me know if you've seen them all. Let me know which one you prefer. We have here 2 volumes of High School of the Dead. Once again, I just picked them up forever ago, and Code Geass Queen and the Anthology. So that one is an interesting one. I think this one is semi-hard to find. Some of this stuff is now, I don't know. And like I said, this video is not going to be too long. I don't have the largest collection in the world, but the bottom shelf is mostly miscellaneous stuff. We have the entirety of the very first Yu-Gi-Oh series. I don't know why they went from black to white randomly, but this is volume 1. Fun fact, is actually the very first manga I'd ever owned. I'm not going to pull it out right now, but this is the very first manga I'd ever bought. I got this when I was in 5th grade, and so I ended up purchasing the rest of it just so I could have it. Then I have GX Volume 9 and Zexal Volume 2 just because they came with cards. The Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie Manga, Busoden Keen Volume 1, Death Notes Volume 13. This actually has the, I can't remember if it's an epilogue or a prequel, prologue, whatever you want to call it, to the series. That's why I picked this up. The Death Note novel, The Los Angeles BB Murder Case. This one is a prequel to Death Note. It's about L, so this is pretty cool. Once again, just random stuff over here. These dot hack novels are really cool. These tell the entire story, I believe, of the dot hack signed video games, but they tell it from Black Rose's perspective. So I really like these. But yeah, this bottom shelf is a lot of it is stuff that like I received as gifts at random times, which is why you'll see stuff that are just like volume 1s only. But these I really liked. This is the Devil May Cry novel as well. This takes place before the video game, if I remember correctly. This was pretty good. I liked that. But I haven't read these in a long time. 2 volumes of Gurren Lagann. I kind of wish I had more, but it's not, once again, high priority. Love Hina. This is a pretty good manga. It's like a romance type harem manga. It's really funny, and it has this distinct charm to it. I read this forever ago. I only owned the first volume, but I did like Love Hina when I read it. Full Metal Alchemist Volume 7, 8, 9. One day I'll get them all. Just get all the omnibuses since this is the one that was gifted to me. So, and then up here we have Warcraft. I bought that at a school event thing. And Suzuka and Ghost Talker's Daydream. Then over here we have the Haruhi Suzumiya novels. I know there are more than these, but these are the only ones I have. So Melancholy, Sigh, Boredom, and Disappearance. So those are pretty good. And rounding out the last of the anime, sitting down here, we have, this isn't really anime, but that's a cool little DVD. We have Kaze no Stigma, the complete series, Busoden Keen box set 1. There is a second one. I don't know if I'll end up getting it ever. We have, there actually is those 2 as well. But then we have all of Black Butler here. Brody's Ghost. This is a manga by an American author, so it's kind of cool. And then we have these 2 novels here. Ballad of the Shinigami. I don't know if there was more than that, but I liked those when I was in high school. That's when I bought those. So that's pretty much it. That is all of my manga collection. It's a collection I've spent quite a few years just picking things up, and I still have more that I want to get in the future. I will definitely be getting Ice Trail #2, and I think there are only 2 of those, in case you saw the review already and were wondering. So I think there are only 2, so it'll be pretty good. So that is it. That is all of these. If there are any of these you'd like me to do, possibly any type of review over or anything along those lines, just let me know, and I'd love to do that. I love talking about this stuff because this is stuff that I really do enjoy. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and with that, I'll catch you guys next time.